So when you go to a concert
or image,
you don't you don't get swag?
No,
I never do.
I fucking love. I wear a different band shirt every single week, as long as I can find one in black.
I don't want to be defined.
Yeah. So whenever I've done a run with Irvin, whenever we've done these like 5K runs or whatever, it's a big thing where you go through the swag kind of section at the end of the run, right? And I just feel that I don't enjoy that. That kind of
Well, if you think you motherfuckers aren't seeing me dressed in London 2026 gear when I get back, you're fucking wrong.
You're gonna have to bring us T-shirts as well.
I'm fucking rocking it.
Howdy, partners. Welcome to Motherfunkler. Greetings to all our fellow Funklers.
Howdy.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Please share our link with your friends and family. Send us your reviews, comments, and questions. They are greatly appreciated. I am downtown Trevor Brown. We are at Atomic Barber Company in Hannibal Square, Winter Park, Florida. Here, as always, the kings of immediate gratification, DJ Charcuterie Board in Orlando Trivia, Nick.
Immediate gratification.
I take offense that I'm the opposite of immediate gratification.
Tell me more.
I'm planning on never having gratification. Like I've spent my whole life learning to never apply it.
Your shot of Jaeger is immediate gratification.
Yeah, so I'll wait. We'll let that sit. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Proving the point.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's see. Want to just say hi to Ed and Amanda real quick for setting up and hanging and
hi, Intuitive Muse,
doing our social media and editing our episodes.
All right. Well, hi to you guys.
Party.
Good. That's the show, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. So what's going on? How you guys fucking doing?
Let's see. I've been thinking a lot lately.
Have you now?
This is going to be risky.
I can't.
And I want to come at this with everybody having an open mind. But
okay.
So I was at the gym, like I always am. Guy comes in with a T-shirt that says "Built by Black History."
Okay.
So I want to preface this with I am not racist by any means.
That's a really bad intro, right?
Yeah,
I'm getting ready. Yeah, by saying that, I'm getting ready to say something racist.
Are black.
Well, I want to say, didn't notice is him looking around. So the first thing you do when you're about to say some racist shit is you look around.
You look around,
and then you go, "I'm not a racist," but
well, I take issue with this, and so if he can wear a T-shirt that says "Built by Black History," can I wear a T-shirt that says "Built by White History"? Probably not.
Why wouldn't you be able to? Just those words you think would spark a response from somebody?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And you don't feel that is an equal feeling for them?
No.
Okay.
So I feel like I don't want to go around wearing a shirt that says "Built by White History," but if he's gonna wear that just based on my personality, I want to stir the shit pot.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on this? And aren't we kind of at a point where, there's Black History Month, there's all these months, and I feel a bit squashed in the mix. I saw a funny meme the other day that was all the Power Ranger colors, and it was like pink power, yellow power, green power, and then the white Power Ranger can't say white power.
Well, I mean, he did get murdered in a racist scenario.
What, the White Power Ranger?
The White Ranger Tommy. Yeah,
I don't
in real life. So just a little bit of irony for you.
I never watched it.
But I mean, it had nothing to do with the show. But years later, him and his roommate got in a race fight, and he took out a literal katana sword, and the guy got the better of him, and he died.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So to answer your question,
how do you weigh in on this?
I think it's perfectly fine for him to wear that shirt. I personally wouldn't have a problem with you wearing the shirt, except thinking that you're a douchebag if you wore that shirt.
Is he a douchebag for wearing that shirt?
No, because they're not in an equal level of power. It's like saying, well, there's BET, so why isn't there WET? Why isn't there WET?
That's kind of where I'm going.
Yeah, but the reason why is because every other channel is white entertainment television. Every movie, every 80s movie, every movie we've had for the last 4 decades, it's fucking, with the exception of maybe the last 5 to 6 years, has been completely white-centric. Like, yes, they're doing that and changing it, but I think that from a true position of power, you sit there and you go, oh, I mean, that's good. Integrate your culture as much as you want. It doesn't fucking offend me, and it doesn't make me feel intimidated.
I'm not offended. I think I go back to...
If you were secure then, so are you really scared that it's not that...
I go back to a concept that I believe I've mentioned before about this pendulum swing, where you have... I could sit back and observe culture and society going through these massive swings where we could bypass the momentum of the swing and just dip to baseline.
Course, dude, I'm
you
not
have
making an argument that I don't think it should be that way. It should be nobody even fucking notices.
That's
I agree with you. That's what it should be. It ain't that at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, I think the reality is that you find that it's acceptable socially to have groups that are trying to come out of a tough situation. So if we take it away, move it from race though, where you're at, to
I mean,
for example, men and women. Yeah,
sure.
So you have a woman's
let's
day,
offend more people,
or a woman's month, or whatever.
Instead of offending like 20% of our listeners, let's offend 50%.
50%, yeah.
Continue.
But it's not offensive. It's saying there's a reason why women are, or why we have recognized a specific month or day or whatever it is for women. Because women, we can argue till we blue in the face about their opportunities right now, but in reality, there is still a societal norm that puts men ahead of women. And so, so you have these days.
In the eyes of the societal norm, just to be clear, you're not saying that. You're not saying, in your opinion, men are ahead of women. You're saying society.
I'm saying society, yeah. So, so in different traditions, in different cultures, in different religions, in businesses, there's a boys' club. And so it's not, And so if you look at the statistics, men ahead in many instances to women. So yes, we have those issues to address them. Society has made it right now. It's completely not seen as being, you being an ass, right? Or as you would say, a douchebag. But if you put up, and there are some people that are trying this. If you put up like the idea of a men's T-shirt or manpower, for example, right? Walking in the gym, it may come across about what's the insecurity? You've got no reason to be insecure.
That's
right?
That's what I was getting at.
So whereas
rings a bell with me. There's another quote that I've been paying attention to. Beautiful things don't ask for attention. So by wearing the shirt in the first place, any shirt, woman power, black power, I think it's asking for the wrong kind of attention.
Well, built by Black History could be the same as somebody wearing a fucking an Ireland flag, like built by Irish power. Like it could be that they're just proud of their culture and that they're making the assertion that I'm black and that's the culture that I have. Meanwhile, people do it all the fucking time with every other culture you can imagine. There's people walking around with Italian fucking shirts, Irish shirts, Canadian shirts, like whatever the fuck. It could be just being proud of their ethnicity. But I think along the lines of what PR is saying, it's women. So bring it to the example of women. It has changed, and we got laws, and society tries to view everybody similar. Did you know, like, a woman couldn't have a credit card in her own fucking name in the 60s? Like, it was Aretha Franklin. I'm not joking. Aretha Franklin had to have a manager, male, to have credit cards to buy shit because she could not they would not issue women credit cards. Like that, Betty White was alive at a time women couldn't fucking vote. Like, it has changed quickly, but it's still there, like right up beyond the horizon, this fucking bullshit that we were going through. And I'm not arguing that everybody should be doing that, because I don't think that wearing that shirt is going to help bring anybody together.
I think it can be seen as being divisive, but I think that we're increasingly at a point now in this kind of, can I say, in the more enlightened group of people, where we don't see that as being offensive, but we also don't see that as being an assertion of power. I think we've almost become a little bit agnostic to it. We actually don't care. I can't say that I've ever seen somebody wear that in the gym, but I could be completely wrong because
it's also by definition their gym shirt, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not noticing what somebody has on their t-shirt. But so I would say that when it comes to those types of things, I'm becoming increasingly agnostic on it. It doesn't really bother me. There are some people that do put out some offensive t-shirts, and I just kind of
whatever political
I laugh
statements
at it.
like that, and if they mean it in a political manner, if they're trying to exert some sort
Yeah.
of fucking shit, I'm not just agnostic. I think left, right, center, up, down, fucking in a circle, whatever way you believe.
Do what you want to.
Conveying it that way though is fucking nerd to me.
Yeah.
I'm out. I got bronchitis with that shit. I don't
Exactly.
fucking care
Yeah.
about your fucking stupid bumper sticker, whichever way you're going. I don't care about your shirt. Fucking, you have your beliefs. And fucking, that's what life is. Otherwise, let's bond over something else other than that.
So I'd be saying, Trevor, my take on this, on your conundrum, is that I would actually just ignore it. I wouldn't give it any airtime.
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I go into a pretty cool stream of thought place when I'm
A groovy
exerting
headspace.
energy, and I just let my brain travel, and it popped up. And my final redux of this is it is creating more division. And instead of saying something like, I guess what I'm arguing with myself is, or trying to figure out, why do people have to define so distinctly themselves? Not only not only as far as like culture, heritage, race, sex, sexuality, but what my main point of contention is, your definition is going to change in fucking moments. So why do you make it so definitive right now that I am this, and I am going to buy a t-shirt or a bumper sticker, or I am going to label myself a very specific thing, when I know that we, like humans, metamorphosize throughout life and change their definition.
I think it's a combination.
Constantly.
I think it's a combination of two things. I think it's people more so. I think it's people who like fucking from the moment you're born to the moment you die, we're in this fucking nightmare, and people are trying to find groups. They're trying to find any meaning for this nightmare. And when you find a group of similar thinking, which I would bet you don't even think as similar as that group when you first join up, and then you start really mob thinking it, that gives you a feeling of fucking value and worth. The second one, which I think is also poignant, is that people go buy shirts because they've seen what they think is offensive content from the other side of whatever their belief is, and they want to fuck you to that shit. So they go, oh, well, you're a fucking white power shirt, I'm going to go buy a fucking black power shirt. Okay. Oh, you're a fucking Northern Irish guy, you're a fucking Patriots fan, fuck you, I'm going to go get some Jets gear. Like, I think that also does.
That's where I'm going with
into
hoping, or at least identifying for myself, the pendulum swing that I say, previously that I would have wanted to counterbalance that and just been a dick and bought what you're suggesting, a shirt.
Well, that's why I think a lot of them buy their stuff to begin with.
But if you understand the pendulum swing, truly, it's gonna go away. It's gonna wash out. We're all gonna be gray one day.
And we should and that's what I'm saying. Your fucking bumper stickers and your yard signs and shit is so fucking lame to me. Like, it seems, I'm like, stop. Like, have your beliefs. Believe in your beliefs. Talk to your friends about your beliefs. But it's so fucking nerdy. It's just cliche, and I hate it. And I think that it does more to piss other people off than it does to further our existence. That's my shot.
The one comment, though, having come from South Africa and having, a number of, and I mean this seriously, a number of black friends.
Oh my God, dude.
Did you just look around?
No, I didn't.
That's the second thing. We're going to go down a checklist of what every racist says.
But the point is that there's a number of, unfortunately, in older black families, right, where there's a stereotype, and the younger people, the more enlightened black people, are really consciously trying to get out of that stereotype and the stigma. So you need to know that the history behind a number of black people, and it's happened in South Africa, and I can tell you that it's happened in the US as well, is that the older black people feel subservient. They do feel subservient. And so what has happened is that they've passed that message on around dinner tables.
Well,
that they are
in
subservient.
the case of South Africa, don't you think that maybe they don't feel subservient? They feel fucking scared that they lived through apartheid, and that's the fucking life experience they had growing up.
But
that's
I think,
different than this country.
No. I think the discussions though around the dinner table wasn't about being scared, but it's about being where your place in society is. Those are very distinctly different discussions that have happened. And those conversations have happened because, education at all levels have been inferior, right, to other groups, other race groups. So, and it's happened to be broadly in the US as well, where older generations have had that perception. Now, that may not be universal in the US, but there are many communities and older people, and I'm using that older, very liberally, because there are, people that are born in the 40s, 50s, and 60s who don't have that view. But my sense is that sometimes you see people wearing those T-shirts. It's unfortunate. I would see it. My perception when I see that would be, that's so unfortunate that in 2025 you actually feel that way, right? But very often they have to have this kind of very overt messaging, which in a way is divisive, but we got to know where they're coming from with that. And sometimes it's because, family discussions and from the time they were little, they used to hear the fact that, you are what's the word? You're not.
I don't know what the word is, but you should think twice before you say it out loud. Whatever the word that you're thinking.
No. The word I was thinking of
God.
is that you're not
Jesus.
first in the pecking order. You're second in the pecking order. That's kind of where I'm going to in the.
Well, here's my experience. My very, very limited experience to the cultural dynamic of the differences in generations of black people is my clients in criminal cases. I can tell you that clients in that the black families tell their children that if they're pulled over by the police department to do a completely different thing in a scene of a street than my dad always told me to do, and it's because they're scared of actually getting fucking shot. Yeah. So that's the only thing I know is not being submissive or anything. It's fucking actual fear.
Yeah. Now that's true, but that's kind of a derivative of where you are in the pecking order, which is very unfortunate. But that's kind of where the kind of the tire hits the road, right? Which is very unfortunate.
I think you brought it around.
But my sense is that it does happen. We need to. I will never wear a shirt like that says Black Power or White Power.
I won't wear a shirt like that because it's fucking lame.
Yeah,
not because it's of my beliefs.
That would be my view, right? But it's also trying to always understand what the other person may be going through. And see it from that point of view, and that's where I would leave it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's been left. I don't wear logos or sayings. I wear a Motherfunkler T-shirt because I am a Motherfunkler. I've worn my band Strange Trip T-shirts. I've worn my company Atomic Barber Company T-shirts. Other than that, I've gone and bought like other band T-shirts. And I'll wear them once and be like, I can't wear this because I might not like this band in 5 minutes or in one day. Yeah. I don't want to be married to being defined with
when you
this
go to
logo
a concert,
or image.
You don't get swag?
No,
I never do.
I wear a different band shirt every single week as long as I can find one in black.
I don't want to be defined.
Yeah. So whenever I've done a run with Irvin, whenever we've done these like 5K runs or whatever, it's a big thing where you go through the swag kind of section at the end of the run, right? And I just feel that it's the I don't enjoy that. That kind of
Well, if you think you motherfuckers aren't seeing me dressed in London 2026 gear when I get back, you're fucking wrong.
No, you're gonna have to bring us T-shirts as well.
I'm fucking rocking that shit.
If a friend has a company or like a hot sauce T-shirt or and they give me the T-shirt, you know where it's going? Right in the fucking trash.
So
I don't want to wear everybody else's shit. Man.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like they do give you shirts for every single run, and that's what made me think of what you were talking about. You were at the gym, so it is a little nuanced than you were at. Like, let's say we were at the hop and somebody walked up with that shirt. That means they consciously put on that shirt to fucking say something about themselves while they're at that scenario.
So
I wear fucking shit from like the watermelon fucking lube 5K from 1998 to the gym.
This guy looks like
he got ready to go to the gym.
Yeah,
Okay.
but just his profile, he looks like I'm trying
Alfred
to think
Hitchcock?
of, there's like a movie.
It's a profile joke. Nobody got it.
I'm picking up what you're you're laying down.
All right.
He looks like a neo Malcolm X wannabe kind of guy.
Okay.
Like he's oozing the Black Power thing.
So he was making a statement.
I don't think it was. I don't. Nobody's really at the gym that early, but I think that's his gear, and there was a conscious decision to
I mean, I don't ever wear anything that I plan on wearing out to the gym, but who knows what this guy's thinking? He may be totally.
Have you ever been in your gym? And I know you guys have been to the gym many, many years over, but I was at the gym on Thursday morning, 5:45, and a guy had a heart attack. That was pretty hectic. So what happened is that I'm walking into the gym. The sheriff's car is out there with the lights on. It's pretty dark at that time, so it's lighting up the entire kind of area.
Is this like an AARP gym?
No, it's a normal kind of LA fitness.
Okay, all right. I was just checking. I'm just getting in my head.
So so anyways, there's like about normally what is about 20 people in the gym at like that time in the morning.
Not at any time. Fucking anytime there's
like
you and one other guy probably.
Yeah.
You know each other. You give each other the vato, the vato nod. You're like,
I come into the gym and he yells at me and wants to fight me.
So there's about 20 people, and I don't know what's going on. I think the cops just out there, and but everyone's concentrated in the weights section, and there's actually and I so I didn't want to disturb this, but it did put a down on my. I'm thinking to myself, is it now? Would you? If somebody's
I would have walked right around and started wailing my pecs.
I'd work out. I'd probably work out harder.
Right,
Would you go and work out?
Like,
so
be like,
I'm not
running from the Reaper.
Yeah. So what's the socially acceptable thing? Because everyone had stopped what they were. Nobody was working out, and everybody was kind of very politely, a good distance away though, all very concerned because obviously everybody knows each other at that time in the morning. I kind of was trying to look to see whether this guy was somebody I knew. I couldn't really work it out, and I wasn't going to go any closer. He looked like he was older though, and I subsequently found out know his name and stuff like that. But he's
still alive.
about 75. Yes, he's still in in hospital, but he's stable. But he's 75, and he got CPR. Fortunately, one of the guys that was next to him when he collapsed was a doctor.
Oh shit!
And so started immediately CPR. They called the cops. They were there in a few minutes. And they were working on it. But so I'm now thinking to myself, I'm not feeling like as motivated, but I'm thinking, do I, don't I, do I, don't? And then I did go upstairs and I started on the treadmill, but he was being kind of given CPR, and then the ambulance came in for like 30 minutes, which I think was a long time to resuscitate him.
Well, CPR is not. So all they're doing is pushing the blood through his body, making sure it's oxygenated, and then pushing it all the way through so that you don't have death of anything if your heart is really stopped. That's all CPR is doing.
Yeah, but then the ambulance.
So when they get there, the ambulance
got there.
They're gonna do CPR the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
They'll do like the real machine and whatever the fuck. But
so they were doing that for quite a long time, though. The kind of the pumping, the CPR part, and then the oxygen came in with the ambulance, and then they stayed there until like 6:30. So that was like a good at least.
Well, I don't know what
minutes.
I would have done, but I can tell you what I did do was I fucking quit the Y on Wednesday.
Congratulations. Are you back at any time?
Not yet. We're looking around to see where I can find machine. Like anytime's just a little far away from my house, or I won't go as often. I'm trying to find a place around. All I need is fucking machines, and that's it. Like
just buy one.
No, there's a lot of different machines that I use. I like my little fucking. It's a 40-minute in and out. It does everything I needed to do. Like it's an old man workout for mobility. And I just went to the gym, and what the YMCA downtown did, and I can bring this into the whole discussion that we're having. The YMCA is supposed to be for fucking older people. Like, it's supposed to be water aerobics, mobility exercises, like the type of shit that I'm into. And what they've done at the downtown YMCA is they've gotten rid of anything that is not for somebody like Trevor. It is all fucking free weights and moaning and fucking throwing your fucking barbells everywhere with Instagram shit constantly everywhere you look. There's one little tiny area for old people in the very front shoved up there. And every time I go there, it's like a line for each stupid fucking machine. I was like, I'm out of here. This is done. I'm done with this fucking place. So it may be any time, because the times that I go, I remember going to any time, and it was relatively easy for me to do my little rotation of machines and get the fuck out of there. And any time's like open all the time, it'd be convenient. So I think I may be going back, but we're looking at a couple of places.
I'm of the mind in a scenario like yours, PR, that like hot. if it's, you know, if the gym is desolate and something happens, obviously I have an eye on pretty much everybody and no one to jump in. But usually if it's staff is probably trained up on CPR and shit like that. And then at a point where you just observe and know that somebody has everything taken care of, get the fuck out of the way. Go back to your workout, because when you get bystanders with weird energy of like, oh, is he gonna make it? Is he, you know, like it becomes a clusterfuck, and more bad things could happen. Things could get tied up. I would also, like, when you were mentioning the story, I was thinking about car wrecks and how one car wreck causes a significant amount of other problems with jams and shit like that, because everybody wants to see what's going on and or figure out, like, is everybody all right? Now you should probably just keep driving.
Just keep going. Yeah. I mean, I was concerned that I was being disrespectful, but I was trying to be as
well, I can tell you, if I'm the guy laying on the ground getting CPR and shit, I wouldn't want 15 people standing there jerking off watching me. I'd be like, go work out. Fucking deal with your own business. Get out of my face.
Exactly.
Let me just sit here and die.
Yeah. But I'm worried about how all the other people, because we kind of know each other, you know, the other people around, and some of them were pretty upset about it. You know, and then obviously, you know, my routine now, once I've done my workout, the last like 10 or 15 minutes, I go to the sauna. In the sauna, oh my God, that was all the conversation. It's like the one guy is now, you know, and he repeats his story every time somebody comes into the sauna. I mean, this was, so as far as, you know, and I was very, you know, I didn't say a word about this to anyone. You know, obviously in the gym, people I know, I greet them and I keep going. But to me, it was really quite, so you saying to me, Trevor, socially completely fine, don't socially completely fine.
I think it's totally 100%
You didn't need to do anything.
Fucking work. Keep working out.
You know, keep working out. Do your thing, right? No issue.
That's what I think. I think you just work out. Who gives a shit? Like, again, if it were me on the ground, I wouldn't want people sitting around gawking at me. I'd want them to go fucking work out.
Yeah.
Finish doing your thing.
I did ask the next morning. I came in, you know, Friday morning. I walked in. I said to the guy at the front desk, hey, you know, how's the guy? And he said, no, he's fine. He's in stable condition. So that was cool. And so you would work out, if it's a normal, I wouldn't trust the guys at 5 a.m. to do CPR, the staff, that is. I must say the staff that are coming in at 5 in the morning.
I mean, if you're laying there, fucking anybody's got an idea. Let them do whatever they're going to do. I mean,
it was very, he's lucky though that he had, I mean, he was overweight. He's old. But he was not a small guy.
Getting old shit sucks, man.
Yeah.
My fucking mom's back in again, the hospital.
Really?
Yeah, it's just fucking constant. It's going to be just a crescendo for the rest of your life, just watching everybody that you care about fucking die. And I know I'm gonna outlive everybody. Like, I'm just gonna sit here wallowing in my own fucking misery.
Hey,
while
you know, I've
everybody
been
else dies.
watching what I eat since January, February, and then I've been taking those supplements.
Did you get your blood work back?
Yeah, I got my blood work back. My cholesterol is almost at the 200 level now. It's come down quite nicely. So, you know, there is something to be said.
So you're gonna keep taking the supplements?
I'm gonna keep taking the supplements. Yeah. Only
Dude,
because
I've
you know,
fucking been
I've
doing
seen
supplements for 15 fucking years.
Yeah,
man. I love
I've
that
never
shit.
been a believer in supplements, right? But what I would tell you is that when you start taking the supplements, you actually do support it by, you know, sleeping better. You know, because otherwise you're wasting it. To me, it's sleeping better. I've cut back on the amount of alcohol I've been drinking. I've been watching what I eat more, a lot more. And I've been also doing a little bit of research around, you know, my exercise routine. So I have made some adjustments.
Mhm.
So yes, it's not like I continue to live life exactly.
Well, you got to keep up here. Like, as you're getting, you know,
Getting older.
technically geriatric, right?
Yeah.
I mean, under the, you know, I don't think you're that old, but science would say you're geriatric. So as you get that old, man,
What's geriatric age?
I think it's 60.
Okay, I'm approaching.
Yeah.
I think that
It's not midlife. You're not midlife. I can tell you that.
No.
I think in
59
your
is not.
scenario, by taking the first step of taking a supplement for cholesterol, a natural supplement, not a prescription pill, that two things are happening. I do think that the supplement that I recommended actually has an effect because of the research that I did, but by going through the steps of taking it, you're subconsciously planning in your head, I'm going to take this supplement because I want to be healthier. And then subconsciously it plays out like almost placebo effect through different aspects of your life. So it's a not a double-edged sword, but it like two birds, one stone.
No, dude, all this fucking healthy shit.
Two birds, one stone, that you're taking a plant substance that's helping you out, but you're also saying, well, if I'm going to take this, I'm going to make all these other little subtle shifts everywhere else. And even just a tiny percent in the right direction makes you a little bit
I was
healthier.
saying that I would have been super disappointed though when I saw my blood results. I was saying, you know, if I had the results, and it was bad, you know, if it was as bad, I probably would have stopped taking all the supplements.
So you don't have to. You're not in statin.
No, I'm not taking any statins.
But you're not even quite like now. You're not even in questionable.
No, I didn't see the doctor. I because I
just
said
got
to
the
him,
chart.
I just said I want the results. I just want to make sure that I'm trending in the right
How,
direction.
from the last time you did blood work till this time, what was the difference in numbers?
It
How much
went
did it
from
drop?
like 270 to 210.
Okay.
You know the overall level.
So it didn't go from 900 to
No, not from
80?
your numbers. No.
No, your journey is different. I don't know, dude.
Where were you? You were also outrageous.
I was, and I'm fucking. And my last round was everything absolutely perfect. Everything was great. Everything was green. Had no
So
problem.
I'm almost.
But what I really am sick of is the fact that we have to fucking do this. I miss. Do you not miss being 25? I remember working at fucking Sears and raging the night away, not eating any fucking food, exercising all day, smoking, drinking, fucking get up, go to work, feel like a fucking $1 million. Then it's beginning in your fucking mid-30s, all of a sudden every day is worse than the day before, and you have to do all this stupid bullshit we're talking about with statins and vitamins and fucking alfalfa sprouts.
I'm good to go. With what I have set up, like
What do you mean?
I could drop all supplements and have a clean bill of health.
Yeah, if you don't like go out to eat or drink any alcohol or fucking do any,
But if you joined
agree
us
with
this
that.
afternoon at Fid's and have 5
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs,
dude,
you'd have a problem.
I can
tomorrow.
drop. I will drop 12 and a half fucking
That's
pounds.
not good for you.
Every time. Well, that is an argument of veracity, my friend. That is not a positive or negative argument. When you say it's not good for you, what could happen is that we both, you and I, Trevor, live pain-free existences, and we I rage and party and fucking do this shit, never have any serious problems, and we both die together young enough that neither one of us really felt the ramifications of those life decisions. So what I'm saying is, when you say it's bad for you, I don't know if that's necessarily
it literally
true.
is. Like, you're going to live a hell of a lot longer if you don't drink alcohol.
Presuming that nothing else kills you.
Right.
Presuming that you don't get a random cosmic ray that causes a mutation
Sure.
that causes you to have cancer,
Sure.
which is a lot more likely no matter what you do.
But drinking alcohol daily or every other day or weekly over time is what breaks you down. So, like, if you were to never drink alcohol and do... and eat fast food.
Benjamin Franklin drank alcohol every fucking day, lived to be in his 90s before any fucking mess.
I read the other day that Benjamin Franklin used to drink like 30 or 40 cups of coffee a day.
I think you're thinking of Teddy Roosevelt.
No, I'm thinking of...
Theodore Roosevelt was a teetotaler, and he drank 30 coffees a day, which is fucking insane, by the way. That is worse for you than fucking alcohol. 30 coffees a day. When I have... so I'll do my coffee that I make in the morning. I'll do an espresso, which is tiny, at the office. If I have a third, and this is coming from a guy who will do 12 Jaeger bombs at fucking, but if I do a third coffee, I'm fucking feeling wired and out of my mind. 30 coffees a day, I can't fucking imagine. Churchill did the same shit, I think. But he drank a lot of alcohol and smoked a lot of cigars.
Probably the coffees went the way they are today. I would say that the
how
brew,
exactly do you think that fucking roasting of coffee beans has changed?
Well, it had
Is
to
it all
be.
the chemicals? Are we
It
putting
had to
chemicals
be.
in our
Look,
coffee?
you would say
fucking
that
nerd.
No, the coffee that you drink in your office is very different from the kind of the ones you get from the supermarket. Where
Dude, the
you just
one
put
in my house that I make in the
diluted
morning,
water.
I buy beans, literal beans from Lineage. I grind them in the morning.
Yeah.
I pour them over in a Chemex. It's a literal pour over, fresh, delicious coffee. The Nespresso's tiny. It is a pod. It's probably ultra processed. I agree. But if I had I think those have less caffeine than the pour overs that I make. That shit is fucking will fire you up.
I would
you
say
going.
that if you being a coffee drinker and knowing what it does, and we have a guy that owned a coffee shop here who may want to chime in, but my sense is 30 coffees.
Was it you,
is
Trevor?
Off the charts.
What?
Did you own a coffee shop?
You can't.
No.
Ed, you owned a coffee shop? The fuck are you talking about, man? Do I? Did you tell me Wednesday on the back porch after trivia?
Probably.
Because everybody tells me that shit. They're like, hey,
8
man,
years.
don't you remember I invited you? I go, listen, I don't know. You guys have to be able to take one look at me and know that on Wednesday nights after trivia, I'm not going to remember a goddamn thing you say. So where was your coffee shop?
Waterford. You know the building where the post office is?
No. I used to
Home
live out
Depot.
I know where the Home Depot is.
I know what
right
you're talking
there,
about.
that
What was it
plaza.
called?
Vesper.
Dude, isn't it still there?
Yes.
Linda and I go there from
It's
time to
changed
time.
significantly after the new owners changed it completely.
I can't
so
wait
it's
to
not-
tell Linda that you
Yeah.
own that fucking place. No, we go there and they have good pour over.
It looks completely different. So
I mean, it looks very generic. It doesn't look like your
Super
style
generic,
at
yeah.
all.
No.
Like, and that's what's interesting about it. But it looks like, it looks like a place where they put a bunch of tables and put up signs that they got at fucking Target that say, but first coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of generic shit. But the coffee's pretty decent. And
okay, yeah.
the cookies and shit they have there are pretty good. So it's not bad. Holy shit, you used to own that? That's pretty rad, man. Fucking weird.
retail sucks long term. It's just
Oh,
not
yeah.
worth the squeeze. So I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm just
A
gonna
lot of
focus
work,
on
bro.
creative and technology.
Just focus on producing the number 3 pop culture podcast in the city of Orlando, right?
There you go.
Is it time?
All right, let's do
All
some
right.
nuggies.
You got some?
Let me think while you go.
All right, you can sit there and think on it. I got a couple.
I go into my mind. That's my journeys. these
So
days.
I've got one that actually, it could be if you've got a couple, we can do this one because I think this will take us out because this is pretty much the baddest ass
do it. Let's go.
nugget I think we've ever
I got
had.
a couple, but it's fine. You go
We
ahead.
got a second
do
show
Do
anyway.
your thing. Yeah, do it.
All right. So I've talked about Saku Massage before, right? You guys have been there?
No.
On the podcast, I know I have.
It's over by I-4.
It is. So I've
On
discussed it.
Fairbanks.
I've referred many people there. My wife has gotten great massages there. Jordan's gotten great massages there. I walked in to get a massage this week.
Is Saku SAKU?
It is. And it's a chain. It's not. So there are other ones like in Miami, stuff like that. But I think it's like a franchise because the owner, like I signed up or I call and I ask if the girl who does, like is Apple available. Her name's Apple. Is Apple available? And she's like, yeah, come in, this time, whatever. I come in, she walks me through. You take off your shoes, you put on flip-flops there. They're a shoeless, like Japan. It's really nice in the inside. I walk into the room and the owner goes, hey, I wanted to tell you thank you. I go, oh, I mean, you're welcome. I like this place. This is cool. She goes, no. I found your podcast. I listened to your podcast. Thank you so much for talking about our spot. I go, really? You're familiar with our podcast? She's like, absolutely. After that, I told all my friends to listen to it, and I just wanted to thank you for the shout out. And I was like, dude, this is the first time a random place, like not one of our friends or something, fucking picked up on our shit and listened to it and gave us direct positive feedback on it. So
did they like you on the podcast? They didn't say anything.
I don't think the goal is to be liked. I think by me pissing people off or getting as many listeners as we are by you making them feel good about, their fucking miserable lives.
I'm
PR.
just saying it because, you could either have had a good massage at the end of it or a really bad massage. Like,
oh
my
no,
God.
I gave him positive remarks here,
Yeah.
and I've been talking about Saku because to me it's tough to find a place that's in the middle. Like, so if you...
What do you middle? Like price and...
I'm about to say. So if you want to go to Ritz and spend fucking $300 and it's a whole goddamn day of parking and doing all this bullshit, you're going to get a crazy high-end massage. Beautiful place, very nice. We've been together, obviously. Or if you want to go to fucking Harmony Foot or whatever the hell and get, a bargain, you can do that too. And it's like not very clean and it's not very nice. What I've always wanted was a place that's fucking right there for normal people who are running long distances or have a tough workout. And they're like, dude, I just really have something in my neck or my shoulder that it's easy to make an appointment. Super clean. The place is super clean. Like I like it's the cleanest that I've seen other than somewhere like the Ritz or the Breakers, and is a reasonable price point.
Well, now my interest is piqued. Is it how can you make day of appointments?
Absolutely. I call when I'm about to leave the office.
Do you have now a specific masseuse, or do you go to anybody?
I do, but I'll go to anybody. I mean, she's great, but I've gone and been like, it depends. I'll go if I'm like my feet are killing me. I'll call and be like, all right, 30-minute foot, 30-minute shoulder.
Do they do all the different like sports?
Oh yeah,
no
deep tissue. I don't know.
I'll
that
have to
they
give it a shot,
cupping,
man.
Because Linda has a different place she goes for cupping. Her last cupping was fucking brutal looking, by the way.
Yeah.
Like she came back and it is.
Have you done cupping?
No, it looks incredibly painful.
But I believe that it's has a quite a profound impact after you've done it.
Yeah, I think it's snake oil.
Toxin
shit.
elimination.
Linda says that it
better
loosens her up
circulation.
enough that she can because her neck and shoulders have always given her so much problems.
I think it's snake oil shit.
Well,
I think anybody can go on Amazon and buy a cupping kit. And
Let me
say,
tell you
I'm
something
a professional cupper
about that snake oil
And the
shit
and
placebo,
scraping.
my friend.
Yeah.
That shit is real.
Okay.
Placebo is fucking real. Going through this psychology class, there is so much.
I believe in placebo.
Oh, it's so they did a study where something called the choice of happiness. So you are given a choice between two paintings. Okay, they're going to give you this is a study. They're going to give you 2 free prints of whatever the fuck you want. There's 5 there. And you have a choice of you can keep this one for a couple of days and decide whether you want the other one, a different one, or your choice is irrevocable. They did that, and by far, the people who had no other choice were way happier with their choice. Like people who couldn't have changed their mind were happy with the choice they made. And then it gets even fucking weirder than that into the placebo effect, which is they perform the same fucking shit on people with amnesia. And amnesia people don't even fucking remember what they picked or if they had time. And their happiness levels were fucking higher when they didn't have a formal choice to make. It blew my mind to think that your brain is making these decisions about happiness and about the way you look at the world without you even thinking about the stimuli. I think it's fucking wild.
So does that mean that you're going to switch from the Prince of Misery to the
No. What the fuck? Why does everybody think that you think that's a positive statement I just made? This is your brain in real life rationalizing this fucking misery. This is your brain knowing how terrible it is to exist and building in safeguards so that you don't kill yourself. This is fucking my shit in lockstep. This is what I say about human existence is being proven in front of my very eyes. And I'm looking around and everybody takes it as some positive thing. What the guy who's giving the speech took it is you can manifest your happiness, man, by like not having a choice is his argument. Like he used the people like Pete Best.
I don't
right?
know who that is.
You don't? He was the first drummer for the Beatles. He was fired, and Ringo Starr was put in. All right. He's been interviewed, and he's like, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Right? Best thing that ever happened to me was being fired by the Eagles. Or the Beatles. That is, maybe the Eagles would be.
Oh, I heard a funny Beatles joke the other day.
I mean, there's no way that's the best thing that ever happened to him. Like, he's rationalizing that. That's his brain rationalizing something fucking terrible and telling him that it makes him happy.
The most successful band in the world. If you got fired from it on day one, that could
he
not
got
been...
fired like a month before they fucking exploded.
Yeah.
And he said it's the best thing that ever happened to him. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Because even if he did it for like a year and hated it, he would have been rich and left.
I try to rationalize almost everything that happens.
Of course you do. Your whole life is a rationalization.
I can tell you, if I was a singer or a guitarist for the Beatles and I got fired, I would never say it was the best thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, anyway.
You know the best thing about a Beatles song?
What?
When they shut the fuck up and the song ends.
You're not going to get an argument
I don't agree with that one.
I am not a Beatles fan even a little bit, so you're not going to get any argument from me on that. I don't like that. I'm not into their music. To me, I think maybe it's because I was young enough that by the time I was formidable and listening to music, it was generic. It sounded like fucking generic music to me.
I had a Beatles phase. I had all the albums and just burnout, and I listened to them a million times.
I mean, that's the other problem is listening.
I was just done with it.
Before Spotify, all you had was radio, and all the radio stations just fucking constant with the same songs. Where it's like I've heard these Beatles songs so many times in my life that I'm like, I'm fucking done. But you know.
All right.
Thank you for listening. The DJ, the Young and the Restless, and the Prince of Misery. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks as always to Ed, the wizard and super producer, and the intuitive muse over This or That Away.
This or That Away.
Please hit like and subscribe. Leave comments, questions, and requests. Check out our social media throughout the week. We post our adventures. Been going to FIDS a lot lately. I'll see you guys at FIDS.
You know it.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I'll see you in the promised land.